Hello, students. Welcome back after the holidays. So, before the holidays, Pusha, we have completed our chapter number 2 of our history, right? So, now we will start with the geography part. So, in geography, Pusha, we have already completed chapter number 1. Now it is the turn of 2, that is the structure of the earth. Okay. In this, we will learn about the internal structure of the earth. So we have divided this chapter into two parts so that it will be easy for you to understand it. In this chapter, we will cover certain topics, and in this particular part, we will cover the topic of Earth, the structure of the interior of the Earth, and in the structure of the interior of the Earth, we will learn about crust, mantle, and core. These are the three layers of our Earth. So let us first learn about our Earth. So what is our Earth? As we all know that our Earth is the unique planet because this is the only planet where life exists, right? So our Earth is a unique planet as it has all the necessary elements for living beings to exist. Okay, so we are able to exist over here, live over here on the Earth because we can get all the necessary elements or all our required material from our Earth, right? So the Earth came into existence when it come under existence around 5 billion years ago. Okay, so the earth is constantly under the influence of internal as well as external forces. Okay, that is the reason of the constant change on the earth. Okay, so the earth is constantly under the influence of internal means the inside forces and external forces. External means the forces which are outside. Okay, so internal forces we cannot see as they are inside the earth, and external forces we can confront with, or we can see them. So the external forces we can observe, right, and see, but the internal forces or the interior of the earth we cannot see. So that is why it is a mystery for us, right? So to understand these particular changes, the study of internal structure of the earth is very necessary. So in this chapter we will learn about the internal structure of our. So the structure of the interior of the earth. Just look at it. So the earth is an almost spherical body. Okay, it is almost a spherical, a round shaped body with a radius of 6400 kilometer radius. You must be aware of, in maths you have learnt about radius. Okay, half of a circle line, right? Full is the diameter and the half is radius. So the radius is 6400 kilometer. Okay, so just like an onion, as the onion is having so many layers one after the other, the earth is also having many layers. So it is also made up of several concentric layers. So what are concentric layers? So concentric layers are like that when where one shape or one arc is upon the another, and upon the smaller the bigger one is there, after that the bigger one, after that the biggest one, right? So there are so many layers one after the another. So it has many several concentric layers with one inside another. The layers are as follows. Just look at the layers. Which are the layers of the earth? First is your crust. Crust is the outermost part. Okay. The lithosphere we have learnt in chapter 1, remember? So it is related to that also. Okay. Lithosphere comes under crust part. Next is your mantle. Mantle is the second part, second layer. Okay, it is also called the middle layer as there are three layers inside the earth. Third one is the core. Core is the innermost layer. Okay, which is the deepest one. Look at this diagram. So this diagram is the internal structure of the earth. Here you can see the outermost part is the crust. So which is the crust? The layer of solid rocks. The rocks that we can see upon the earth, that is a part of crust. Okay. Second part is mantle. Mantle is having the layer of liquid rocks, as inside the earth you can see, Bacha, because of the heat and pressure there is a lot of heat inside that, and that is why the rocks are in molten form. Okay, so after that there is a core. Core is having two parts, outer core and inner core. Okay, So outer core is layer of liquid iron, Fe, and the nickel Ni. Okay, and inner core is having the solid iron, that is Fe and nickel. Okay, iron Fe, because it is called ferrous as well. Okay, so this is the diagram of the internal structure of the iron. Now first is your crust. So what is crust? Crust is also called lithosphere, as I told you, as it is the outermost part of our earth. There are two types of crust. Okay, so there are two types of crust. One is your continental crust, and second is the oceanic crust. So continental crust and oceanic crust. Continental crust is related to continents, means the continent part or the land part, and oceanic crust is the land part which is inside the water bodies, inside the oceans. Okay, at the bottom, as we all know, that at the bottom there is soil only, there is land only. Okay, upon that there is water that we can see. So continental crust and oceanic crust are the two parts of crust. So the continental crust is below the landmass, which is about 35 kilometer thick. Okay, the thickness of the continental crust means the land part is around 35 kilometer, and the oceanic crust is below the oceans. As I told you, below the oceans or the water bodies, it is about 5 kilometer thick. Okay, obvious, it is around 5 kilometer thick because upon that the whole part is of water. So the main elements of the continental crust are silica and alumina. Okay, silica and alumina are the two parts, which two metals which are the part of continental crust, which we can find it in the continental crust, and thus it is the thinnest layer of the earth. Okay, it is also called Sial because of silica and aluminium. Si for silica and Al for aluminium. Okay. The main elements of the oceanic crust. Oceanic crust are the silica and magnesium. Okay, under the ocean, with the crust part, in the crust part, we get the metals like silica and magnesium, and thus it is also called SEMA. Okay, Si means silica and Ma means magnesium. The outer crust has soil which provides us most of the minerals. Okay, the outer crust, the outer part of the crust, it provides us most of the minerals as it is having the soil part only. Right? So this is your next is the second layer is mantle. So what is mantle? Mantle lies, as I told you, it is the second one layer of the earth or the middle layer of the earth. So the mantle lies just below the crust. It lies between the crust and the core, as it is the middle layer of the earth. So its thickness is around 2900 kilometer, and it is made up of dense and heavy materials such as magnesium, iron and silica. Okay, so it is having such heavy materials, magnesium, iron, silica inside it. The mantle consists of two layers. Okay, it is also consists of two layers, or we can divide it into two parts, the upper mantle and the lower mantle. Okay, upper mantle means the upper part of the mantle and lower mantle means the lower part of the mantle. So the average temperature of the upper mantle is 890 degrees Celsius and the lower mantle is 2400 degrees Celsius. Okay, so the upper part is connected with the crust, so the temperature is lesser than the lower part. Lower part or the lower mantle is connected with the core part, so here the temperature is very high. So magma is found in this in this particular layer. Okay, there's a lot of magma inside it, and if you have heard about volcanoes, so when the volcanoes burst, so from that the magma comes out in the form of lava, right? So this red molten magma that is inside the earth, it comes out from the interior of the earth through volcanoes in the form of lava. Okay, so in the form of lava, and when it comes out, it solidifies and converted into rocks. And we will learn about rocks also, the types of rocks also in this particular chapter, in the second part of this chapter. So the red molten magma, it comes out from the interior of the earth through volcanoes in the form of lava. Just remember it, okay? So lava that comes out, it is rich in metals and minerals, okay? It is very rich in metals and minerals. So that is why we can get metals and minerals from our earth, from inside, from the interior part of the earth. Next is core. So what is core? Core is the, as we all know, that it is the last layer. Okay. So the core is situated below the mantle and around the center of the earth. Okay. So its radius is about 3500 kilometer. It is made up of heavy metals like nickel and iron. Okay. Therefore, it is also called Nephi. Nephi, Ni for nickel and Fe for iron. Iron, as I told you, it is also called ferrous. So, Fe for ferrous means iron. So, there are two layers of the core, and that I already told you in the diagram, and that is outer core and inner core. So, the temperature of the outer core is about 2200 degrees Celsius, and of the inner core, it is around 5000 degrees Celsius. Obvious, it is very high, right? As it is the last part or the innermost part of the earth. So, the temperature of the core is extremely high. Okay, it is always extremely high, obvious, at as it is getting the maximum heat and pressure inside, right? So the temperature is very high inside the core. Material inside the core is in the molten form. Obvious, if there is a lot of heat inside that, so everything is in a molten. So thank you so much, children. This was your chapter. Read your chapter and learn your chapter very well. Look at the video carefully. If you're having any query, you can ask me in the Microsoft session. So take a very good care of yourself and goodbye.